We are often told that financial freedom is a matter of knowledge. We believe that if we just learn enough about stocks, bonds, or real estate, our money problems will vanish. But what if I told you that this conventional wisdom is fundamentally flawed? The biggest obstacle to your financial freedom isn't a lack of knowledge. It's a collection of bad habits and a flawed mindset. It's not about what you know, but what you do and how you think about money. Let me make a stark statement. Ignorance, not intelligence, is the biggest barrier to financial success. And by ignorance, I don't mean a lack of formal education. I mean an ignorance of our own behavioral biases and the true drivers of wealth. We've been sold the myth that education automatically equates to wealth. While education is invaluable, a degree alone won't manage your budget or stop you from impulse buying. Successful money management is not primarily about IQ, it is about behavior. This video aims to dismantle much of the conventional financial wisdom you've absorbed. We will challenge the assumptions that keep many of us trapped in a cycle of debt and dissatisfaction. Prepare to shift your perspective on what truly builds lasting financial well being. Many of us operate under the misconception that a high income or advanced degree automatically translates into wealth. We see successful professionals and assume their financial lives are perfectly in order. Yet, the reality is often far more complex and surprising. You can earn a substantial salary and still struggle paycheck to paycheck. Conversely, individuals with modest incomes often build significant wealth over time. The difference lies not in their earning potential, but in their financial behaviors. Money management is fundamentally about behavior. It's about the daily decisions you make, the habits you cultivate, and the discipline you apply. It's about consistently choosing long-term gain over short-term gratification. Consider two individuals. One, a high-earning executive, always dressed impeccably, drives a luxury car, and dines at exclusive restaurants. The other, a diligent professional, lives modestly, consistently saves, and invests wisely. On the surface, one appears wealthy, the other perhaps less so. However, the executive might be drowning in debt, financing a lifestyle they can barely afford. The diligent professional, despite a lower income, could be steadily building a robust financial future. Their true financial standing is a direct result of their habits, not their income or perceived status. This illustrates a crucial point. Outward appearances can be deceiving. True wealth is often invisible, built quietly through consistent, smart financial behaviors. It's not about the suit you wear, but the financial discipline you embody. The core focus for achieving financial freedom should always be on actionable financial behaviors. These are the practical steps you can take, regardless of your income level, to improve your financial standing. They are simple, repeatable, and incredibly powerful. One of the most impactful behaviors is automatic savings. Set up a system where a portion of your paycheck is automatically transferred to a savings or investment account the moment you get paid. This removes the decision-making process and ensures you pay yourself first. Another critical behavior is living below one's means. This isn't about deprivation, it's about conscious choices. It means spending less than you earn consistently and finding contentment in what you have rather than constantly chasing more. Prioritizing long-term financial goals is also essential, whether it's retirement, a down payment on a home, or your children's education. Having clear goals helps you make better daily spending decisions. These goals provide the motivation to stick to your plan. Consider Sarah, who used to struggle with credit card debt despite a decent job. She implemented automatic savings, started tracking every dollar, and consciously cut back on non-essential spending. Within 2 years, she paid off her debt and built an emergency fund. Her income didn't change dramatically, but her habits did. Then there's Mark, who always felt he couldn't afford to invest. He started by saving just $50 a month automatically. As his income grew, he gradually increased that amount. Today, his consistent, disciplined actions have built a substantial investment portfolio far exceeding what he thought possible. These stories highlight the importance of consistency. It's not about finding a complex, secret strategy. It's about consistent, disciplined actions applied over time. Small, repeatable behaviors compound into significant financial progress. In today's hyper-connected world, social comparison has become a pervasive and detrimental force. Fueled by social media, we are constantly bombarded with curated images of others' seemingly perfect lives, their lavish vacations, designer clothes, and expensive gadgets. This creates an unrealistic standard that can severely impact our financial well-being. The negative outcomes of this constant comparison are profound. It breeds envy, fosters a sense of inadequacy, and often leads to overspending. We feel pressured to keep up, to project an image of success that may be far from our financial reality. This chase for external validation can quickly derail even the best financial plans. The desire to emulate what we see online can push us into debt, encourage impulse purchases, and distract us from our own genuine financial goals. It makes us believe that our current situation is insufficient, driving us to acquire more, often at a cost we cannot truly afford. This cycle is financially destructive and emotionally draining. So, how do we combat this powerful influence? First, focus on your internal goals. Define what financial freedom means to you, not what it looks like for someone else on Instagram. Your journey is unique, and your goals should reflect your personal values and aspirations. Second, cultivate contentment. Learn to appreciate what you have and find joy in your current circumstances. This doesn't mean settling, it means finding peace and satisfaction in your present while still working towards your future. Contentment is a powerful antidote to the endless pursuit of more. Finally, define your personal standards of success. Success isn't a universal metric, it's deeply personal. For some, it might be debt freedom. For others, it's the ability to travel or provide for their family. When you define your own success, you free yourself from the need to measure up to external, often artificial benchmarks. The relationship between our expectations and our happiness is profound. True contentment in life, and especially with our finances, often lies not in achieving every single desire, but in managing our expectations. When our expectations constantly outpace our reality, dissatisfaction is inevitable. Instead of perpetually striving for more, cultivate appreciation for what you already have. Take stock of your current blessings, your resources, and your progress. This shift in perspective can dramatically enhance your sense of well being, regardless of your net worth. Money certainly plays a role in happiness. It provides security, reduces stress, and opens up opportunities. However, it is rarely the sole determinant. Beyond a certain point, increased income has diminishing returns on happiness. Basic needs met, true joy often comes from relationships, purpose, and personal growth. Consider a historical perspective. Our ancestors lived without many of the conveniences we now take for granted. They didn't have instant communication, advanced medicine, or readily available food. Yet, many found deep satisfaction in their lives. We live in an era of unprecedented comfort and abundance. Despite this, many of us feel less content than previous generations. This paradox highlights that our expectations have simply risen to meet and often exceed our improved living conditions. We constantly compare our present to an idealized future or to others' perceived realities. Happiness and contentment are not solely dependent on material possessions. They are states of mind, cultivated through gratitude, mindful living, and a realistic understanding of what truly brings joy. Financial peace often comes from aligning your spending with your values, not from accumulating endless goods. Embrace the idea that enough is a powerful concept. Define what enough means for you and then work towards that goal with intention. This mindset shift can liberate you from the endless cycle of consumerism and the pressure to constantly acquire more. It allows you to enjoy your journey rather than perpetually chasing an elusive destination. We've covered a lot of ground today, challenging some deeply ingrained beliefs about money. Let's quickly summarize the key takeaways that can transform your financial life. First, prioritize behavior over knowledge. Your financial success hinges far more on your daily habits and discipline than on complex financial theories. Start small, be consistent, and watch your progress compound. Second, control the influence of social comparison. Disconnect from the pressure to keep up with others. Define your own success, focus on your internal goals, and cultivate genuine contentment with your unique journey. Third, embrace contentment as a primary financial goal. Understand that true happiness is not solely tied to material possessions. Manage your expectations, appreciate what you have, and find joy in your present circumstances. Now it's time for you to take action. I urge you to reflect deeply on your personal money habits and mindset. Identify one or two behaviors you can change starting today. Take control of your financial future by making conscious choices that align with your long term well being. Shift your focus from merely chasing wealth to cultivating a fulfilling and sustainable relationship with money. Your financial freedom is within your grasp, not through complex strategies, but through intentional behavior and a powerful mindset shift.